What was that, Jax? Really? Because you're not getting shit. Yeah, I know you're not getting shit, but what you are getting is screen time. That's right, Jax. You are now on television. Or, well, this isn't TV, but you know. You look confused. Are you confused? Alright, get out of here. And yes, butthole time. Get him, Jax. Show him your ass. Okay, and he's gone. Hello, Yumi. He is not... God damn it. He is an annoying asshole, but he is not Yumi levels of annoying. Maybe Yumi's levels of asshole, but not Yumi levels of annoying. Oh, wait, that's not what I meant to do.
There's plenty of me to go around.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Got a new PC in the league. Screen seems so dark. Uh-oh. So we're up against Mordekaiser. This lane really sucks. And I don't mean for the champion I'm playing. I feel like this lane would suck pretty much no matter what champion I play. Because I would never really know whether I can fight and kill him or not, ever. Yumi is a rat, good point. Jax is 8 years old? 10 years old?
Just another day
I think
on
he's
the
8.
job.
Fuck, I need to actually think on this. At least this Zac game, I will have my W ready to go at level 1. Bad Mordekaiser. Don't. Okay. Still hits me. That ability is basically impossible to dodge if you're within its range. Damn. Like the moment he presses that ability, I don't think I actually have any way to dodge it if he aims it correctly. This is so obnoxious. There's no way to prevent this damage. Once he lands anything, I just take the damage and I don't really have any way to interact.
Well, like you said, I was big for my age.
I guess I managed to get that healing. And it's all shorter cooldown than anything I've got.
Is in my blood. I mean, my goo.
Actually trading okay here, all things considered. Then again, all it takes is him landing one E to fuck over any good trades I have. He's actually taking a lot of damage. Surprised these trades are going as well as they... Look at that. I've got no way to dodge it. It's just too large. It really should have its either its range or its width cut in half. Just to give your opponent a chance. Think of the size of Urgot's Q. His Q, he can effectively use twice as frequently in mine as Urgot's Q, and it has basically twice the size.
Why, thanks.
So you can use it more frequently, it costs him no mana, and it has a much larger area of effect. The only limitation is its range, that's it. And if you want to farm in topside, very frequently, that's your only way. There's so much wrong in his kit. I want them to fix something. Anything. Jesus, I'm behind in farm. They got it. There it is. Nicely done, fellas. Nicely done. And he didn't take my passive, which was the most important part, because it now means that I can stay. And it's very dangerous for him to teleport forward. Oh, this is exquisite. Both the Fizz and the Warwick roamed. So nice. Because if we're just the Warwick, he potentially could have won that. Pretty sure. Hey, I juked it. Holy shit, it is possible to juke that ability. Dang, he's 6 now. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous.
An ally has been slain. Enemy has been slain.
Whatever.
Double kill.
Oof. The Warwick is doing work. Love to see it. Let's get some MR. Let's get one of these.
Use a snack right now.
I can't defend a pink ward, there's no point. Just teleport back. Because he's going to be pushing one way or the other. I'm just taking too much damage from him. Again, it just feels like another lane where I can't interact with my lane opponent. Because he outranges me, out AoEs me, has better cooldowns. One of the very few times where it's actually nice, my W does less damage than an auto attack. On those backline minions, I can actually use it and, well, not lose out. What am I doing? Let's go grab. Oh, never mind. He went and grabbed bombs.
Beat up or beat down. I'm flexible.
Huh? What? Ha! The minion was in front of him. How did he catch that? What the fuck? There were 2 minions that were in front of him, and he took the hit.
I may bend, but I
Huh?
don't break.
God, is that confusing. Let's try and get him to start using abilities here. Thank you. That's all I wanted. Now it guarantees the shove towards me. But yeah, I gotta play safe because I knew that the Nunu was topside.
An enemy has been slain.
So I land everything on him, and he walks away basically full health. He lands everything on me, and I lose half my health. So weird how that works out. Luckily, I do have healing, but that's sort of the frustrating thing, is he also has healing. Well, not quite Spirit Visage, but it's something. Behind 16 CS, there's really nothing I can do about that. If the Mordekaiser's even remotely good, he can do whatever he wants in this lane. There's really not much I can do about it. Once I have Spirit Visage, maybe that's not true, but in all likelihood it still is.
Just another day on the job.
It's a common occurrence. Yeah, no kidding.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. An ally has been slain.
Not wrong.
I'm missing so much CS. And I'm still losing every trade. Am I dead? I am not okay. Am I okay? I think I'm fine, man. He can't kill me.
Mom always said I was big for my age.
I win! Greedy fucker trying to go for my passive. Only way I can kill him is if he tries to kill my passive under the turret. That's it.
Don't know.
I'll take it. It's a stupid death on his part, but I'll take it. Pretty sure he burned his teleport earlier. And again, I burned my teleport after. Oh no.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
I might need to get away. Huh? Or I guess not. That was sort of weird. I don't know why he ran the way he did. Basically, the only way I kill a Mordekaiser is if he kills himself. Because that's what happened there. He killed himself. He had no ability to kill my passive while under the turret, yet he committed his entire life bar to doing it.
Why, thanks.
I gotta go top lane. Somebody else needs to go mid. He took a turret shot. Too bad I couldn't quite clear the wave faster.
Shut down.
Pick on someone more.
He's got a full Leandri's Torment now. Great. I should be able to keep the tower alive. Well, I'm keeping myself alive, although the enemy team is picking up too many objectives. And my team's picking up the kills. That's all that really matters in the end.
Enemy double kill.
Oh shit, this TP's late. Ah. I love how he can interrupt me from backing without ever risking himself. Like it would have mattered, he would have interrupted it anyways. gotta be kidding me. The Q cooldown. I tried throwing it, and it was still on cooldown. This massive 12, at this point, 12.5 second cooldown killed me. Because if I had my Q in time, my Q would have connected with him. It's frustrating that you can try firing off an ability, but can he actually kill him? Yeah, please. It's really frustrating. You can press an ability, and if it's not quite ready, it will still fire the moment it is ready. Because that's what happened there. I didn't press it again once the cooldown came up. It just fired late. Some armor.
A snack right now.
So yeah, so it'd be awesome if Mordekaiser's E was a melee ranged ability. Or that maybe, you know, like this is something I'm okay with. I'm okay with Mordekaiser having some sort of mobility if it means that he has to risk himself to use his kit. Because right now he doesn't. He can use his E, and that's the only tool he needs to use in order to interact with his lane opponent and cut their life in half. Essentially, it's the Darius problem all over again. It's the Zoe problem all over again. One ability that allows them to basically cut you in half without ever really getting in a point where they need to endanger themselves.
Let's bounce.
All right, Mordekaiser's yours. I hope you can take him. Surprise! Zach's here to the rescue. Oh, we're dead. Oh. Well, that was a massacre. Let's take another turret, shall we? Zach has arrived. God, my E almost wasn't long enough range. Wow, we're actually going to get an imp turret. Thank you, Mort, for taking the top tier 1. Oh god. We're okay. We're okay. We're out. Oh yeah. Oh. There's nothing I can do here. My bad. I do have my passive. Nice! Oh my god, I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. Uh-oh. He is definitely gonna die. Oh, I'm dead. Oh god, I was just CC'd so hard. It wasn't even the length of the CC that was the issue, it was just the fucking devastation of it. I just couldn't move. I may not have been hard CC'd for the majority of that, but I just couldn't. It would be great to know what CCs you were afflicted by and broken down properly. Seeing 2.34 seconds of CC really doesn't give me an idea of what actually happened. Was it 2 seconds of 99% slow? Was it 2 seconds of knockup that can't be changed or prevented? Knowing what kinds of CC are hitting you would also help you itemize. I don't know why they want to keep that information hidden. I guess Riot is just like everyone else in thinking that the more information you have, the worse off you're just going to be flooded with information. You're not going to know what to do with yourself. Is that it?
I'm not as squishy as I look.
No minimization of CC's tenacity. No, there's also Swifties. That's why knowing what kind of CC you're being afflicted by helps. If I'm mostly getting hit by slows, I don't want Merc Treads. I actually want Swifties. Oh boy. Really needed that Q to land. Whatever, it doesn't look like he's doing much damage to me.
Shut down.
Everybody's
His Q still hit me there, huh? I love how he's using everything on cooldown because he can. Cooldowns just aren't meaningful. You're dead. Hey, guess who's here? Get him, Fizz. Get him, Fizz. Fuck him up. Thank you. I knew I had backup coming. Oh yeah! The bait! Oh, the bait! You think I'm easy to kill, you fool! Oh my god, she actually killed the Lucian. Huh, can we end the game? I don't know if we can end the game. No, we don't have any minions. Now we gotta back away. Yep, no minions. I was gonna step on that. I don't think we can do. That's a really good idea. Our Sunfire. It was nice I was actually able to take the Mordekaiser on, but I can't help but feeling the only reason it was even close at all is because he kept spamming his abilities instead of trying to land them specifically. He was just constantly cast everything off cooldown.
just another day on the job. I never skip breakfast.
Dragon's gonna be another minute. I don't know why you would ping towards the dragon already. It's also dragon number 3. There's bigger objectives for us to be going for, considering we've taken an hit. Although without teleport, there's really no... I've got no business being bot lane.
For my age.
Great support. Yeah, old GP was a great support, wasn't he? I want to beat this guy. Nice, and the Fizz got a kill, and they couldn't even threaten him. Maybe now would be a good time to go Baron? I mean, I don't think we can specifically end right now. Baron seems like the smarter call, but whatever, I guess we're just gonna push right down the mid, and the Fizz suicided. Why not just go for the... Are you kidding me? She's gonna live. She managed to get her R off after I clapped her. Whatever, this should be game. Got you! Finish it! I mean, yeah! I mean, finish it! Can we end it? I think we can end it. Can we end it? Huh. I guess we can't. I guess we can't end it. We did get all the turrets, though, so that's good, but that's a real problem that their AD carry is as fed as she is. I think the Fizz must have picked her off at the beginning of the fight there, and that's the reason why we won it so hard. If she's actually alive, we're going to have a real hard time ending. But good news, he may not be as fed as her, but he's up 70 CS. So altogether, items-wise, he's actually got more. Let's go for crit reduction. As she's going to be the biggest threat against us. Zach feels a lot like old Swain when he used to lure opponents in wars they only thought they could win. Pre-rework Zach, that's what I felt like. Post-rework Zach, it just doesn't feel quite the same. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage next. Their whole team's there. Oh, they're all screwed. Yeah, they're all screwed. They are al dente. Yeah, we should just end the game. I mean, there's no turrets at the Nexus. Oh no, the inhib.
I could really use a snack right now.
Are you kidding me? Why does Fizz keep dying after the team fight has been won? Oh, I'm sorry, did you just get chain CC down? Whoops. Oh, Lysandra getting chain CC down. Boy, that has got to be some sort of justice right there. Lysandra's got well over 3 seconds of hard CC, if I'm not mistaken. A root followed by a point-and-click stun. So for her to get chain CC down like that, feels good. Who to give it to? Who to give it to? Who to give it to? As much as the Fizz was feeding, he's the main reason why we won towards the end. He kept getting picks, important picks. And although he died a lot for no good reason, I'll still give him the honor. Wow, the Lucian actually had Mordekaiser. Look at that fucking damage. He did more than double my damage. And I'm sure almost all of that was to me. And look at his score at the end, 377. You have to assume those 3 kills were me. Although that's actually not true. I do... Oh, well... Maybe? I'm not sure if all those deaths were me. Well, the point is, none of this number doesn't matter compared to this number. This number is what means I'm okay with you doing this kind of damage. As frustrating as it was in the laning phase for him to do as much damage as he was doing, in the end I was healing competitively. And I was farming, and more important than any of that, I was useful to the team. I had some very impactful fights. The last 3 fights, my influence was significant. I don't think as much as the Fizz. The Fizz, again, his picks was what enabled us to win. I think every single time the Caitlyn died to him. And their Caitlyn was their strongest Caitlyn. The Mordekaiser, with all of his damage, he wasn't doing this in team fights. Their Caitlyn was doing the damage in team fights. And you can see she did more damage than anyone on our team. It's actually really crazy. Looking at this damage chart, seeing insane damage, insane damage, insane damage, and then our Lucian kicks in. He wasn't our strongest carry. At least it didn't feel that way. He ended up with a decent enough score, sure, but he wasn't our big carry. It's so confusing. Also, let me check one other thing, because I think this is going to also be pretty telling. Wow. I'm actually very surprised then. Because we had 3 people on our team absorbing a shitload of damage. They had 2. But in the end, they had 3 people who did more damage than anyone on our team. This is confusing. Really confusing. Also, this is frustrating. It's another champion that... As far as I can tell, is building mostly damage items. This is the first non-damage item he got. It was his 3rd completed item. And he still had as much damage mitigation as I did, despite building full fucking tank. This is like the Garen from what was it last week, that despite building 0 defensive items, He had more damage mitigation than me, despite me building only defensive items. Why? Why does this work this way? You know why it is. It's because of his damn W. His W shield is... it's game breaking. I assume shields count towards self-mitigated damage, right? Because it's fucked up that he had as much damage mitigation as me, but no tank items. Look at that. That's so stupid. 26k. I spent the entire game building up that damage mitigation. And what the fuck did he do? That sort of tanky status without building tank is really fucked up. I mean, it makes me feel much shittier as a tank player to see a bruiser absorb the same kind of damage that I absorbed, but while doing a shitload more. It's really disheartening.